What's going on, you guys? JJZ TV here, and welcome back to another video. I didn't want to make this video, to be honest, but a lot of my clients have been coming to me asking me if this was possible, and if it's not obvious enough, if you can't tell by the title of this video, we are going to be debunking Hugh Jackman's claim on how exactly he got the physique that he did in the Deadpool Wolverine movie. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there that already made videos about it, but because a lot of my clients who are overweight, they're coming to me and asking me if this is possible. And obviously, look, I have nothing against, look, I don't not like Hugh Jackman. I'm a big fan of him. I'm a big comic book nerd. I love him as Wolverine, but some of the things he said was pretty dumb, and I feel as a trainer, as my clients coming to me, I have to make this video just to make it out there for those of you who are wondering if it's possible. So we're gonna watch a little clip of this interview that Hugh Jackman was in when he was on, with the Jimmy Fallon. I don't know why I couldn't say it. The Jimmy Fallon. He was interviewed by Jimmy Fallon, and he asked him, how is it possible for you to get this physique? And what he said, I'm not going to play the whole video. Now, if you don't like that and you want to hit the dislike button, and feel free to yell at me for whatever reason. But I'm just going to play this clip because this clip is pretty dumb, and I have to debunk it. Are you ready? You can't make this stuff up, man. Watch this.
Veggies and steamed...
You eat a lot. It's 6,000 calories, and it's not the calories you necessarily want. You're like,
no, it's not pizza and pasta.
You can get 6,000 calories, like half a pizza is 6,000 calories. But no, this is chicken, and it's tilapia and beans. Tilapia and beans. I don't know why tilapia. It must be some fish that is lean and green beans.
Yeah, and that's what...
So... he's eating 6,000 calories a day for him to have that physique that you remember that iconic scene with Deadpool where he's like this and he's just screaming and you see how shredded he is? Y'all remember that? He's saying for him to get like that, he basically what he's saying is that, oh, you want to get lean? You want to have abs? Be on a bulk, bro. Just be on a bulk, eat 6,000 calories a day, and then that's it. I have clients who are overweight, and they're not eating that many calories a day when I put them on a deficit, okay? They're eating less than half of that, okay? Look, there's a difference between disagreeing with an opinion and disagreeing with utter retardation, okay? When you are a celebrity where everybody likes, including myself, and you're playing one of the most fan-favorite iconic characters in Marvel history, Wolverine, obviously you have a team that's set up, okay? Because Hollywoods, they usually set you up with a trainer so that way you can get the physique that you need to basically match that iconic look of how that character looks in the comics, right? So if the character is built, he's going to assign you with a trainer to make sure that you're ready for that role and you have that physique, right? Obviously, you have a trainer, you have a nutritionist, all these different things, right? These people can afford that. And when you say stuff like this, people are going to get mad. Why? Because it's almost like you have a responsibility of being credible and have integrity what you're talking about. Excuse me, you have a lot of people that look up to you. They're like, remember that body that Hugh Jackman had in Wolverine? Arguably the most fit he ever was in Wolverine. It's either that or Days of Future Past. The guy was so lean. Imagine how many kids want to look like that, you know what I mean? A good example is the Liver King. Remember the Liver King with that whole thing that was going around? He was saying, oh, with me, my secret was eating raw meat. You will see him record videos of him eating raw meat, and that's how he got so big. But later on, he got exposed with him actually taking steroids. Like, come on now. Like, guys, I hope you don't fall for this, okay? You cannot eat 6,000 calories in order for you to have that look, okay? But you know what? Let's get into math to this, okay? So Hugh Jackman, he said for him to basically get the body he had to eat 6,000 calories a day. And all he had to eat was chicken, filet, and green beans. Now, I don't have green beans. I got this over here, okay? Black beans. Let's see if you can, whatever. But this is black beans, okay? And this is the amount of servings that I'm gonna read to you guys, okay? So, each serving is about 100 calories. And it's about 3 servings per container. So that means for the whole container, you will have 300 calories per container. Okay? 300, and you multiply that by 20, what do you get? 6,000. So that means he's saying for just calories, he has to eat 20 cans of, I know he said green beans, but this is the best I could do, okay? Because I don't have green beans. So he's saying, instead of green beans, if he was to have black beans, he will have to eat 20 cans of this a day. 6,000 calories. 300 times 20 is 6,000. Okay? What? So you have like about 3 cans of this a day when you have like 4 or 5 meals? Like, come on, bro. Like, you can't, like, let me put it to you this way. You know, there's a lot of people that compete in professional bodybuilding, even with them admitting that they take steroids, right? And even a couple of days before the show starts, they dehydrate themselves and they are literally starving to the point where they are not eating as much calories as they normally would, okay? Because for you to literally get shredded all the way down to the bone, you literally starve yourself, okay? Now, how much calories are cutting out? I don't know, but if I had to guess, obviously it's less than 2,000 calories a day. If I had to guess the exact number, I would guess maybe 1,600 a day. 1,600 a day, and maybe 1 or 2 days, or maybe, 2 days before the show starts, they wouldn't even drink water. They wouldn't drink water because they need to be completely dehydrated and they need to be starving so that way they can be so ripped. That's literally how it works. Okay? I could get into the whole science behind it, but this is a joke. Like, he said 6,000 calories a day, and he also said half a pizza. This is why I'm not, half a pizza is 6,000 calories. Okay? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Look at this, guys. I got this pizza over here, okay? So he's saying, and this is a large. So he's saying that a whole pizza pie is 12,000 calories. To have a whole pizza pie. He said half the pie is 6,000. So usually when you have a pizza pie, it's split up to 6 slices, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Okay. So that means each slice is 2,000 calories. Think about that. An average person, consumes, at most, maybe 2,000 a day, at most, right? Or 1,800 or whatever. So that's my point is that for an average person, 2,000 calories, that's enough. That's it. 1 whole slice is 2,000 calories. A regular slice. My question is this. Hugh Jackman, where are you getting your pizza from, bro? Where are you getting your pizza from? Because it's let's say, what do you guys like on your pizza? I got mushrooms and pepperoni as toppings on my pizza, okay? I got that on top. He's telling us that it's gonna be 2,000 calories? Or is he talking about like a regular pizza pie with no toppings, 2,000? I'm curious, where do you get your pizza from? I'm not hating on Hugh Jackman, by the way. I'm really not. But this is something where it's like, these people, they need to be stopped, okay? Like, leave this information to the professionals. Leave this information to people who study this, okay? And look, I am sure that with everything he said, even a person who hasn't studied biomechanics, who hasn't studied personal training or nutrition, can't even pick up that, you know what? Maybe this doesn't make any sense. Maybe this isn't true. Like, you gotta, see this? You gotta open your eyes a little bit, guys. It's like, I don't think he's necessarily lying. Now, this is weird. At first, when I watched this, I'm like, he's lying. I don't think he's lying. I think he just genuinely doesn't know how to keep track of calories, and that's fine. He probably has a team that's doing it for him, that's already giving him a plan. That's fine. So don't go and say this is how much you're eating if you don't know. And on top of that, he's 55 years old, guys. He's not like how he was when he first auditioned as Wolverine, okay, 20 years ago. So it's possible that he's probably taking some form of testosterone booster. Hey, I'm not hating, okay? I'm not against people who take testosterone boosters. That being said, he's an older guy, and that pressure coming into him, you know, when it comes to Hollywood and making sure that he has the body that he's looking for to be able to play Wolverine, it makes sense. You know, it's like, okay, you're going back on cycle and you're working out and whatever. And also, guys, it's also CGI, okay? I had a close friend of mine that was telling me, yeah, there was an interview. It was confirmed. Yeah, you know that scene where he was going like this? That was not CGI. I agreed because I want to start, guys, Hollywood is really good at this, okay? It's like whenever you see cartoons or anything like that, that's all CGI, okay? Like, remember that scene, you know, Chris Hemsworth also, you know, remember that scene with Zeus where he got Chris Hemsworth completely naked and you just see how built he is? And then some people will be like, oh, it's steroids. Yeah, it's steroids, but, and it's also him working hard, but also is the CGI. The CGI, what it does is that it basically, you know, it enhances the looks. It is going to make it look better. It's going to make it look clean. You know, all these different things. You know, like that's what CGI does. So it's also CGI. Because if you take that out of the equation, it's not going to, it's filtered. It's not going to look like how it is in real life. Like with me, it's like, he's saying he eats 6,000 calories. Look at me. Do you think somebody like me eats 6,000 calories a day based off of what you see right now? The reality is I don't. I don't eat 6,000 If you eat 6,000 calories a day, you be fat. Okay? Do you know who eats 6,000 calories a day? That's actually very strong. Probably people who are like strongest men. I can see that. If you're like the world's strongest men, at least 6,000 calories, I can see that. I'm just taking a guess. Like, I personally don't know. Like, Eddie Hall is possible. But, you know, but the thing is that he's obese. Like, that's not, like, that's a lot of body fat. But he's strong, though. I'm not saying he's weak. But, you know, for him to have that physique and whatever, however much he weighs, you know, we can only assume, you know, how much he weighs. You know, he's overweight, okay? But it makes sense why somebody like him, with his career and everything, would eat that many calories. Hugh Jackman, you will have to, this is the reality, for you to get abs, you have to be on a deficit, okay? You can't eat a lot of calories. That's just how it is, guys, okay? You gotta know when to put the fork down. That's just the reality. Now, if you want to bulk, you're gonna add on some body fat, you know, but you're also gonna get stronger. He's saying, you know, you need to be on a surplus for you to have abs. It doesn't make sense. You can't do that. You gotta do the opposite. This is how people get overweight. I don't know what else to say, guys. Let me know if I hit the nail on it. You know, I can even show you, you know, some examples. Like my client, you know, that I'm training right now. Like I trained him for like 8 months right now, and he weighed 230, and right now he's 190 pounds. Okay, and he's 61 years old, so he's not far off, you know, from this guy. Okay, and he's doing it naturally. I put him on a plan. And look at his arms, look at his legs. You can't make this up, okay? So my point is that for you to lose the weight, you have to be on a deficit. That's it, okay, guys? Don't listen to these people. If you really want to know how it works, please make sure go follow me on my socials. Follow me on Instagram. You really want to lose the weight, if you want to get abs, come talk to me. I'll put you on a plan. We'll get you started right away. This is JJZ TV. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you all later. By the way, I'm not hating Hugh Jackman, but stuff like this, it needs to be said, okay? Just like how a lot of celebrities, they talk a lot of crap, and it's just... they need to be stopped, okay? Leave it to people like us. Take care, guys.